Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala nabiyyina Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Arsalahu bil huda wa dinil haqqi liyudhirahu ala ad-dini kulli wa la kariha al-mushrikun. Amma ba'd. لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. I am doing this video to help those of you who are in need, those of you who are having difficulty with the Nusuk, with the application for Hajj 2025. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, I am sharing my screen here. Let me make sure it is shared. And I do have multiple screens here, so in the event that you do see me look this way, is because the screen that I'm actually using is a different screen from where I am recording the video from. So as you can see here on my screen, I've already uploaded my documents. This is after I've went ahead and created my account. After I created my account, I went ahead and attached my passport and then also attached the picture. Well, this is a dummy account. I'm using somebody's information here to just for demonstration purposes, because obviously I already have a Nusuk account, being that I went to Hajj this past year. So I'm using another individual here account, and we're going to use her account here as an example of how to do everything here in Nusuk. So first step is to ensure that you upload your passport, and then you upload your personal picture, and make sure that your passport, here I'll bring it over. Its size, it's minimum 400 by 800 max. And then also your personal picture also needs to be 200 by 200, and make sure it's a white background on the picture. There in that background there should not be anything there, such as it needs to be a plain background, such as a wall, a white wall or gray wall. It cannot be behind a living room, or in front of a living room, or behind you you have lines, or on a sofa or anything like that. And then also your passport needs to be clear. Everything needs to be clear on the passport. You cannot have a glare on it. All the numbers needs to be visible. Your information, everything needs to be visible and very clear. If it's not visible and clear, or there's a shadow somewhere, or it's not cannot be seen, then Nusuk will reject it. We had that this past year where several people were rejected several times because they did not upload it correctly. So you have to make sure that it is done correctly. And then once you upload those, then you'll go ahead and hit next. And what it's going to do is the system's going to autofill, populate everything. All right. And you just have to verify and make sure that everything here is correct. And whatever is not correct or was not added, then you go ahead and add that information here. So you can see it picked up automatically her first name and her last name. It did not pick her middle name. So I added that. And this year, the name written in Arabic, you don't have to worry about it. It picked up the nationality. The city here, you just choose the largest city that is close to you. So here we'll pick Atlanta, and then her date of birth is there. And then, as you can see here, it picked up her birthplace, her gender, and then passport number, the issue, uh, the passport number here, and then the issued place. Now the date of issuance, it did not pick that up. So we will go here to her passport, and then we will pick up the number here. and June 13, 2023. And then June, and this is 13, 2023. All right. And then here her picture is already uploaded, her passport is uploaded. And then we go ahead and check these. And then we'll just scroll back up and make sure everything is correct. All right. Birthday, it picked it directly from the passport. So that's why it is very, very important to make sure that the passport is very visible. And then we're going to hit submit. Yes, we want to continue to submit. And then once you submit, it's going to ask you here to fill out this information, mobile contact. There's a lot of people having issue here because they're just putting a Saudi number. You have to click this drag down, and once you click it, then you have to find the United States. Okay, a lot of people are just entering the number there without picking United States. You have to pick United States, and then you put the number there. I think that's the correct number. I hope it's the correct number. All right, and then marital status, you put that there, emergency contact, and inshallah, I'll just put some random information, and inshallah, I will update this later. All right, and then street address. In this case here, I will put our masjid address where we go pray. So that's 2399 Lawrenceville Highway. But make sure you put your address, your home address. All right, and then here in this, you don't Lawrenceville Highway, and then I'll go ahead and put the city here as well because there's no space for it. And then home address, the same thing. I will copy the same thing and put it here. And then PO box, it asks you for your PO box. You just put the street number of your house. You put that there. The Saudi system is totally different from our system, so we just have to go with what they have. And then apartment house number here, you put the same thing, 2399, which is the number of your house, whatever that is. And then closest embassy. So here we'll just pick New York or Washington. All right. And then occupation, you just enter enter whatever the occupation is. In this case, let's just say that is a nurse, or if you don't have a job, if it's a sister, you can say homemaker. That also works. Or if you're a driver, you put driver, whatever the case is. All right. And then here, I don't know, hospital, let's just say, something like that. Previous employer, let's just say homemaker. And then sector, we'll just say private. Okay. And then the arrival details here. This is really crazy why they put this here, because really it doesn't make sense. Because number one, they're asking you for your arrival date and then arrival method, in which they're not going to give you that until at the end when you purchase a package. So it really doesn't make any sense, and you have to answer in order for it to go forward. So make sure you put it here. In our case, we're gonna do in 2025, we'll do June 1st. And then you can say you estimate to be there 20 days average, and then you'll choose by air. And then the flight number, actually for the flight number, so you can just do 1500. That's what I did this past year for everybody. So you can just put any random number there. Most of this stuff doesn't make any sense, but you have no choice but to choose it. All right. Saudi mobile number, you don't have to put nothing there. All right. And then your PO box, as I mentioned, you just put your house address and everything here. Inshallah, I'll go back later and edit it to the correct information here. All right. And then we'll go hit next. And it went through. And now it's going to ask you, okay, have you previously received a visa to enter? Yes, she has. Went there before, and it will just say Umrah. Does your passport contain restriction? Then here's no. Do you have relatives there in Saudi? The answer is no. Have you traveled to other countries in the past 6 months? If you have, into the country and the reason why you traveled, in this case, we'll do no. Have you had your previous visa rejected to Saudi? Then you'll put no. And then here, do you hold other nationalities? You will enter no. And then we'll hit next. All right, and then it's going to ask some background information. Have you ever been deported from any country, including Saudi? Say no. Have you served in the armed forces? If you have, make sure you answer yes. In this case, we'll do no. Have you been arrested? In this case, we'll put no. Do you belong to any party or organization? Uh, and then you will put no. Do you have any physical disability? If you do, make sure you put yes. In this case, we'll do no. Have you worked in the media or political field is the next question. Then you give that answer. Have you been sentenced to prison in your country or any other country? Have you been convicted or smuggling money laundering? All of these questions you have to answer. And then where it says, have the required vaccinations been taken? Make sure you put yes, and make sure you put meningitis. Okay. And you can also put COVID, meningitis, and COVID, but meningitis is the one that's required. Okay. So make sure you put there yes and meningitis. And then you hit next. And then here is going to ask you about your health. Here, do you have any chronic allergies, disease or allergies? If you do, make sure you hit yes and then put the disease and the medications and the conditions and all of that. So in our case here with this example, we'll put no. Do you have any mental illness? In this case, we'll put no. Any special needs? No. Do you have any surgeries? If you do, make sure you put all those. So we'll put just here no. And then blood type, whatever the blood type is. In this case, I don't know. So we'll put unknown. And then allergy here. We'll put if there's any food allergy or anything like that. So in this case, we'll just check it, and then you can pick here whichever one it is that you have that you're allergic to. If not, just check it again, and then it's gonna go away. If it's other, then you type it in here. All right, and that's it on this page here. And then you will hit next. And then it's gonna ask you to verify all the information. And then once you verify all the information, then you will go ahead and check all of these. You'll check all of these. And then what you do is, because the Nusuk system has a lot of issues, sometimes it doesn't save stuff and then sometimes it crashes. I always like you to save it here, or you can submit it and then go back after you submit it, and then you can add a family member, or you can also add the family member here. But as you can see, it says you can always have the option to add a family member later on from my family section. So either one you choose. So you can go ahead and add it here if you already have the information. Once you click it, and then it's just going to ask you your family members. This is your husband. If you're traveling with your husband or your wife or whoever you're traveling with, they have to have an email address. Okay. So you put their email address, and then it's going to email them the code. All right. And then once you do that, then you put the relationship and then the country, and then you add them. And once you add them, you have to go through this entire application for that individual, just like we did for this person here. So you have to upload their passport, upload their picture, and then upload and then answer all these questions we just answered. And then afterwards, you will go ahead and hit submit. In this case, I will not hit submit because I have to go back and fix some of the information that I put, which was incorrect, because this is just for demonstration purposes. But in a nutshell, and then if you need to edit anything on these buttons here on the summary page here, you can just click on edit, and then it will take you back and you can edit. So in a nutshell, this is how you fill out the application on Nusuk. It's very easy and very simple to do. Okay. So if there's any questions, let me go ahead, or any issues, inshallah, we are here to help you. Me and my team are here to help you. And you can reach out to us here. I'll go ahead and pull up the website. Al Rad Tours. You can go to our website and click on Hajj 2025. That's Al Rad, RAADTOURS.com. And then you can fill out this form here and submit it. And then inshallah, we will get back to you. Okay. And then also, if you want to reach me quickly, I'll go ahead and post my number here. I'll put my name and then my number. And then I'll put the email, alradforce.com. And then I'll go ahead and copy this and then put it here. And then put www and I'll select all. And then I'll just increase this so you can see. Okay. So this is in a nutshell, pretty much my information. So you can reach out to me anytime, inshallah, and I'll be able to help you with whatever you need regarding Nusuk. All right. I hope all of you are able to register and look forward to serving all of you and preparing all of you before the Hajj, helping you choose the correct, great package. And then we go together, inshallah, so we can serve you and be your guide there. Jazakallah khairun. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, subhanallah al-azim wa bihamdih, subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun, wa salamun ala mursaleen, walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.